What's it been like?
Awful. Terrible. Feels bad to be outside.
Tonight on DC News Now, the unhealthy air a concern across the region. A look at the canceled events, along with the precautions some have taken to be outside.
And I'm tracking when this smoke finally clears the area, but then we're tracking that threat for thunderstorms for Saturday. More on the timing coming up.
It stood tall for 130 years. DC's last remaining streetcar bridge set to be demolished in Georgetown, while the National Park Service is tearing it down.
A look into the future, the latest images for the new Commander Stadium.
More housing, honestly, more housing. If we're going to have this ginormous behemoth erected over here in the corner, we definitely need more housing, you know.
But for some families near the DC site, they're imagining a whole lot more.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. Let's take a live look outside on this Friday night, and we're seeing the Roslyn, Virginia skyline. It looks quite eerie, as you can see the beautiful lights of the city in the background, but then you have that gauzy haze, and we remain under the unhealthy air alert in the region.
And we have team coverage tonight with all that unhealthy air canceling events all across the DMV. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg live in Northwest DC with more on that.
But first, let's get right over to our chief meteorologist, Jackie Lair. And Jackie, when can we finally breathe a little bit easier out there?
Yeah, that would be not until at least later in the day tomorrow, but then our attention by that point will turn towards the storm threat for tomorrow afternoon and evening. But at least any rain or thunderstorms will actually clear the air, and that will continue to be the case later on Saturday night. So let's talk about air quality though out there for this Friday night. Still quite unhealthy for everyone across the region, but we still have some pockets of that purple color popping up, meaning very unhealthy for anyone, and that's back out towards Winchester and areas to the south. But yes, DC still unhealthy for everyone at this point. So we've had that code red, code purple. We've been going back and forth with those throughout the day today. But then as we get towards tomorrow, especially the afternoon and evening, that's when it turns to code orange, unhealthy for those sensitive groups. But still out there at the moment, visibility still low. We're between 2 to 4 miles of visibility for much of the area with how thick this Canadian wildfire smoke is. It's still going to be quite dense across the northern half of the area through at least midnight tonight, and even still quite dense across the district. But then this will continue to lift its way, or at least erode away from our area through tomorrow morning. So by about midday, we should just see a bit more of that thin haze. But then as we look towards the middle of the afternoon, that's when we start to see some scattered thunderstorms bubbling up, and some of those could be on the stronger side with strong wind gusts, frequent lightning, and also the possibility of some hail too, and also some heavier downpours. So again, smoky in the morning, and then we're tracking the scattered thunderstorm threat. Sunday will be the pick of the weekend. Could see some isolated showers in the morning before we see a bit more of that sunshine developing later in the day. So any shower or thunderstorm threat, that'll be early on in the day. So I'll have more details, timing out the rest of that 7-day forecast, and when do we see, some slightly cooler temperatures. More on that coming up.
All right, Jackie, thank you. The wildfire smoke making it unhealthy for everyone to be outside, especially the elderly, children, and people who have medical conditions. It rolled in as this really thick haze across the region.
And it's so hard to ignore the smell, even the taste of the atmosphere. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live tonight at the National Mall.
And Daniel, you have a mask on. Have you seen others also putting on some face coverings here?
Susan and Chris, we've seen a lot more people than I'm used to wearing masks today. I made the joke earlier that it felt like we were back in 2020 during the pandemic, but not everyone listened to the advice of doctors to stay inside and not be outside.
A thick haze covering downtown DC isn't just visible, people are breathing it in.
You could definitely taste it. You drink water, your first sip, nah. You're getting stuff out of your mouth.
The wildfire smoke from Canada making the air quality very unhealthy.
Sometimes it smells like campfire, like smoke,
And there's no campfire at Metro Motor in Georgetown. Just mechanics trying to get through the day exposed to bad air quality.
I feel like it's pretty dense, a little hard to breathe here and there, especially with the heat. You working nonstop, no AC, especially here. Just fans blowing,
On the National Mall, Abby Roberts from New York is getting a double dose of the bad air.
So we were getting this already, and then it came over here.
She and her friends choosing to wear masks.
We were like, oh, it's a good museum day, and then ended up having to park far away. But we initially did not plan to be outside for this long.
Many people walking and biking had masks, but some didn't want to wear them in this heat.
I should be wearing a mask. My husband's wearing a mask.
The air quality making some take a broader look at the impacts of the wildfires.
It really should make people think about how climate change in one part of the world affects everybody on the other side and how we're all interconnected, right? It's the air currents, it's the fires are up in Canada, those communities are being devastated.
Now, because of the air quality, many activities and pools were closed today in D.C. Even the trash pickup was affected. The Department of Public Works saying 6 routes in wards 7 and 8 were delayed today, and their trash will be picked up tomorrow. We're live on the National Mall. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, yes, it does remind me of the COVID times returning. Thank you so much. All right, you can stay on top of the air quality concerns by scanning the QR code you see right here on your screen. That'll take you over to our DC News Now weather page, and there you can see when the smoke is set to clear, get a look at the current conditions, and check on the hour-by-hour forecast.
Happening tomorrow, a rally against ICE right here in the district. Protesters will be speaking out against construction of a new ICE headquarters in Southeast. They say they would rather have more grocery stores or civic spaces. That rally starts at 2 p.m. Saturday at the corner of MLK and Malcolm X Avenues. If you've been to the National Mall, you've seen food trucks, of course, lining the sidewalks. While many are legal, many are not. They're not licensed and haven't been examined by health inspectors. From upcharging customers to reports of tourists getting sick, these unlicensed vendors have had their fair share of controversy. DC News Now Sunrise on the Hill team spoke to a local food editor on why it's so hard for the district to go after these trucks.
Vending without a license was decriminalized in DC. So DC police can't really get involved in a lot of these situations. For example, if a health or licensing investigator wants to see an ID for one of these truck owners or operators, they can't compel them to show that ID. And without the ID, it's hard to actually give a citation, and they can't get the police involved to, get that ID.
And if you want to avoid unlicensed food trucks, look for a sticker from the DC Department of Health right there on the side of their truck.
The Northern Virginia man convicted in the Au Pair Affair double murder case is now planning to appeal his life sentence. The attorneys for Brendan Banfield are filing the notice with the Court of Appeals. His legal team telling DC News Now they're not expecting much movement in the case until late fall or early winter. It was just last month his attorneys argued for his murder conviction to be tossed out, which the judge denied. The former IRS agent killed his wife and a man that he lured to their home back in 2023 in this elaborate plot to be with the family's au pair.
In the district, time is running out for a piece of history. The last remaining streetcar bridge in D.C. will soon be demolished. It has stood for more than 130 years, but now its days are numbered. DC News Now's Dave Laval live in Foxhall Village in Northwest. So Dave, why is this piece of history coming down?
Well, good evening to you, Chris. Streetcars first rolled across the Foundry Branch Trestle Bridge way back in 1896 as it remained in operation for about 70 years. It's a local landmark, and soon the only thing left for people will be the memories. The Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority owns the span, which is located on land owned by the National Park Service. People can see it along Canal Road. The Park Service has a tentative deal to remove the 280-foot bridge that finally closed in 1960. The Glen Echo line traveled across the span that took streetcars from Georgetown to Glen Echo Park in Montgomery County. Since then, people could see it up close as they walked along the Glover Archbald Trail. But that ended 2 years ago when debris fell from the bridge. The trail will reopen after the demolition is completed. Concrete portions of the span will remain, and signs will be posted to inform people about the bridge's history. There is no word yet when demolition will begin or how long it will take. We are live in Fox Hill Village in Northwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
New tonight, 2 of Metro's public art projects have been nominated for an international honor. The CODA Awards recognizes the best in public art and the teams who create them. One installation is the Perennials, which is a colorful, solar-powered, recycled plastic sculpture that you'll find in Maryland over at the downtown Largo station. And the other is in Northern Virginia, the display at Potomac Yard. It is called A Familiar Trip and a Subtle Trip, and features metal shapes of various pink and red hues to resemble wildflowers and cherry blossoms. That's the one right there. You can vote now through the end of the month. We have a link on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Just search Metro Art.
Customs and Border Patrol giving a big shout out to K9 Freddy. He is a security dog there at Dulles Airport, and get this, just marked his 200th detection. You may recall Freddy from our reporting last year when he was attacked by a passenger. Freddy had just alerted officers to that passenger's luggage when he started to kick Freddy. Well, he's fully recovered and was back on the job just 2 weeks later. So great to see Freddy doing so well there. And congratulations on the 200 detection.
I remember that, yes. But see, Freddy's like, no, you don't got me.
He's tough.
I'm going to find you. Coming up on DC News Now, the growing list of reasons families are bringing home fewer bags of groceries every week. And it's not just due to inflation.
And raging floodwaters battering parts of Texas. The relentless rain even wiping out a bridge. That small town nearly cut off from the outside.
Also ahead at 9:30, the swearing in of the district's latest lawmaker, but this at-large council member is not a new kid on the block.